Fans Beyond Wrestling, this is Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place. And when you win the tournament for tomorrow too, you get some perks, including the added exposure through youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling for the third week in a row, featuring one of JT Dunn's matches from NEFW, this time defending the United States title against the man that he defeated in the finals of TFT2, Green Ant. We see Shelly Martinez by JT Dunn's side once again, as we saw in his match with Eddie Edwards. If you have not seen that yet, I highly urge you to check it out. So we released it a couple weeks ago at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. The bell is sounded, the match is officially underway. JT Dunn versus Green Ant 2. Of course, if you want to watch their first encounter, it will be released eventually at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. It will also be included on the Tournament for Tomorrow 2 Finals DVD. It's going to be interesting to see what these two have learned from sharing the ring with each other once before. What kind of counters, what kind of new offense they're going to be looking to employ. Because these two pulled out all of the stops for their first match. Green Ant actually bloodying JT Dunn. There was more than one occasion where it looked like Dunn was down and out. But he was able to tough it out. And JT Dunn becoming one of the fastest rising members of the Beyond Wrestling roster. But right here, this isn't Beyond Wrestling, this is NEFW. And again, with Shelly Martinez by his side, the United States title on the line. Gonna think that this is another high-pressure environment for JT Dunn. But it seems like the more that we've seen him lately, the more that he thrives in these type of environments. And really, he's stepped up his game because he's had the opportunity to share that ring with so many world-class athletes. We saw the match with Johnny Gargano at American Rana. We saw him compete against Michael Elgin at Point of No Return. Then again, just some of the matches that we've released for free. JT Dunn versus Eddie Edwards versus Michael Bennett. The two matches now with Green Ant. And it has really inspired JT Dunn to up his game. As we see a bit of a more conservative style out of both of these guys coming into this match. Looks like Green Ant, instead of trying to match JT Dunn in that high-impact department, is going to be looking to rely more on his submission ability, his technical acumen, his scientific wrestling, if you will. And in that department, honestly, he may have JT Dunn outclassed. If these two decide to go strike for strike, I'm going to give the edge to JT Dunn. If Green Ant can get Dunn down on the mat, well, that's certainly going to benefit him. JT Dunn knowing that, trying to get back up to his feet. Of course, it's so difficult to nail some of those strikes when you're on the ground. You're not able to get that same range, that same momentum, the same force required to knock out your opponent. Here we see Green Ant with an excellent counter. Went for that headlock. Dunn immediately pushed him off. But Green Ant rebounding off the ropes. Took Dunn down. Dunn couldn't trip him up right there. Avoiding contact with the leapfrog. Green Ant rolls through. Able to pass by Dunn. Takes him down with that arm drag. Dunn responds with an arm drag of his own. Green Ant sweeps out the legs. Lateral press wasn't even good for a 1 count. Dunn able to get out of the way of the drop kick. Green Ant back up to his feet. Breaking contact and connected with that drop kick. What an incredible exchange from both of these competitors. And really, this is one of the most intriguing budding rivalries in all of professional wrestling. These two are so evenly matched. Similar level of experience, virtually the same height and weight. And Green Ant continuing to target the left arm of JT Dunn. Now as he's pulling away at the left, also grabbing a hold of the right. You almost got to wonder if perhaps Green Ant is making a mistake targeting just the left arm. So you almost got to wonder if he's going to want to take JT Dunn's right arm, that rolling elbow, that knockout shot out of the equation. Or maybe Green Ant's going to attack both arms and the head and the neck and the back and the legs, just tying JT Dunn up to a knot right here. I don't think Dunn can escape from this hold. But I think it was a hold that was very difficult for Green Ant to maintain. Lost his grip. and thinking on his feet, getting back up to him. That vertical base with Dunn back to a corner and caught him with that chop. Now just an elbow to the side of the head. Green Ant sent it Dunn into the buckle. Came charged in, elevated, caught himself on the apron. JT Dunn connects with that boot. Green Ant stumbled around on the outside. Dunn connects with a suicide dive. Close quarters here at NEFW. Dunn favoring that left leg. Might have come down hard on it. Even though the most powerful muscle in the body resides in the leg, you've also got one of the most delicate joints in the knee. Looks like Dunn shook it off. We saw the jawbreaker, followed up the enziguri right into the pin. Only keeps him down for the 2. JT Dunn checking with the official, but not arguing with him. Not wasting too much time, because he's got Green Ant down. Bringing him back up to his feet, just to pull him away from the ropes of that snapmare. And the drop kick between the shoulder blades. Green Ant favoring that left arm. Of course, when you do damage to the vertebrae, the first thing to go is the feeling in the limbs, the arms and the legs. You can take away the strength in all of those extremities by targeting the back and the neck. Dunn instead looking to target the midsection, the solar plexus, the thorax of Green Ant. Caught him with that elbow. Green Ant nowhere to go. Green Ant able to get up and over, and as JT Dunn was going to come charge in, Green Ant caught him by surprise with that kick. Oh, and the drop kick to the midsection. Green Ant going to that lateral press hook of the leg. It's going to take more than that, keep JT Dunn down. This is certainly a lot different than the match that we saw to complete the tournament for tomorrow, too. A bit more conservative, dare I say smarter wrestling out of these two, because they know they cannot afford to make a major mistake. Now that they've been in the ring with each other, they know just how dangerous their opponents are. They've got to be careful. Green Ant looks like he's back to his original strategy, targeting the left arm of JT Dunn with that arm bar, trying to do damage to the shoulder and the elbow at the point of the wrist. Dunn got his foot on the rope, and Green Ant quick to break the hold. The amount of respect that these two individuals have for one another has grown tremendously after their initial encounter at Tournament for Tomorrow. Oh, what a maneuver out of Green Ant. He rolled JT Dunn in the ring, away from the ropes with that schoolboy, and as soon as Dunn kicked out, he used his momentum against him, went right back to that arm bar. Look at the way that Dunn is positioned. He's not going to be able to get the ropes with his leg this time. Dunn's going to have to find a counter, or he's going to get his arm broken. Rolling up Green Ant. Green Ant forced to kick out, forced to give out the hold. Of course, when we saw Shelly Martinez by ringside for the match with Eddie Edwards, involved herself physically. I think that JT Dunn talked to her after that and said, hey, if you want to hang with me, you can certainly be there for moral support, but I can get it done on my own. And so far, that's exactly what she's done in this match. I would be shocked to see her get involved physically, because JT Dunn can't get it on his own. Digging deep, caught him with that cross body. Still only a 2 count. Martinez banging on the ring apron, trying to get these fans behind JT Dunn so he can feed off that energy, try and find his second win. Green Ant caught him hard there, but Dunn responds. Green Ant switching up his strategy. Again, Dunn responds. Green Ant trying to hold on to JT Dunn. Dunn was able to block it, misses with the rolling elbow. The kick to the leg and the kick to the head. Signature offense out of Green Ant. Bit of misdirection, very hard to counter that. But Dunn somehow shrugging it off. Caught flush with that super kick. Ah! Green Ant popped him right on his shoulders, drove him on his head. But Dunn still managing to kick out. This kid is unbelievable. Somewhere, a mix between an ace crusher and a brain buster, whatever you want to call it, JT Dunn landed bad on his head. And this is what I was talking about. Green Ant having to bust out the heavy artillery. Maneuvers that Dunn has not seen before out of him, therefore he cannot prepare for the counter. And as Dunn's going for the second bomb, Green Ant counters with the Texas Cloverleaf. He's defeated many an opponent with this submission. Will JT Dunn fall prey to it? Martinez telling Dunn not to give it up. And really in moments like this, that's where she can be of support. Dunn having to use his upper body strength to crawl to the ropes. Green Ant again quick to break the hold. And now it looks like holding on to that left arm, perhaps going to be targeting it further, or instead looking to drop Dunn on his head once again. Green Ant able to avoid contact with the buckle. He turns around, taken down with that knee. Dunn did not have enough coverage on that lateral press, almost limping into that pin. And Green Ant has really done a number on Dunn in this match. He's attacked the arm, the legs, the head, the neck. Every opening that has presented itself, Green Ant has capitalized on. Dunn thought he had him right there. Starting to get frustrated, but he cannot give up. It's just not in his nature. Now Dunn looking to pick up Green Ant. But Green Ant responds with that headbutt. That's what busted open JT Dunn's eye at Tournament for Tomorrow. He might be trying to bust him over again. The blood is pouring out of your face. It makes it difficult to see. It makes it difficult to breathe. You can get woozy. It just sucks the energy out of you. Or maybe just trying to weaken him to go back to that left arm. Oh, now headbutting the arm. Different tissue on the arm. I don't think we're going to see blood pour from it. But using his head as a battering ram, just trying to weaken up the muscles. Dunn sidesteps him and right to the rolling forearm. Green Ant instinctively getting over his stomach, but rolled over onto his back, stacked up, and JT Dunn picking up the victory at NEFW.